Let's go. Mais ça a le coup de couper le combat pour en mettre un direct, ça fait quand même beaucoup de temps de chargement pour rien. Hein. C'est quoi main dans la main qui apparaît sans arrêt là?
Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind. That's all impossible!
Bon, du moins c'est ce qu'il y a. Hein.
Master!
Yeah.
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind. That claim doesn't hold up!
No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why I'm saying your deduction is inconsistent. By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way! Culprit quickly entered the lab. But the doctor was in the room at the time, right? There's no way you missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So
Mais
Wesley would have heard and turned to face the culprit.
J'ai appuyé.
And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
J'ai appuyé.
The doctor was asleep. Is there any trace of him being drugged? Even if he didn't look back from his desk, he would have heard someone coming.
Ah, oui. C'est un peu la même chose. Hein. Qu'il l'a entendu courir ou autre, c'est le même argument qui marche. Hein.
Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
Now you're spouting nonsense. Say whatever you want, it won't save you.
Ouais, mais il est censé quand même attendre le fait qu'il y ait quelqu'un.
There's a gaping hole in your logic. And there's no way you're gonna fill it at this rate. Because you, more than anyone else, you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
What? I refuse to see the truth? Vivius said the same thing, but...
It's strange, don't you think? Isn't it about time you noticed that something's off here?
Huh?
You've solved many mysteries up to now, yet none of them are directly connected to the culprit's identity.
Ouais.
That's because the culprit is the hitman.
If that's the case, why haven't you reaped the hitman's soul? That would...
It's not that easy. The culprit will fight back, unless we solve all the mysteries first. Hang on. What are you getting at?
Ça, on connaît même pas l'identité du tueur à gage. Donc bon.
In my eyes, the reason a single mystery hasn't been directly connected to the culprit is because of Yuma's reluctance. It's pushing away the mysteries that lead to the culprit.
Huh?
Subconsciously, you're closing your eyes to the truth. That's why you haven't touched on the hole in your reasoning.
What hole?
Whatever, that's enough. Just ignore this guy and keep going.
Oh, hey!
Il est cool ce labyrinthe. Il est vraiment cool, hein, par rapport au précédent.
Yuma. Yuma.
Même si ça avance pas vite.
Jeez, go away!
Ça installe bien le truc.
Talking about, don't you? The huge hole in this investigation.
What are you...
Just ignore him.
Let's review your deduction, shall we? The culprit took advantage of Amapau's locked position and entered the lab. And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind. However, they bumped into Amapau while escaping, causing it to fall over. That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection. After that, the culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
Poison, toujours.
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
What?
We already told you that. The culprit rode on top of Amapau as Master controlled it and was taken all the way to the doctor's lab.
But if someone was riding on it, how did they get past the high voltage shocks in the panel chamber?
Oh,
Oui, il parle des panneaux, c'est pas le problème.
This is the end for you. You have nowhere left to go.
Oui, il me reparle des panneaux et en mode ah, il pourrait pas, il se serait fait électrocuter. Ah, ok. Non, c'est pas le problème qu'il n'y a pas eu de choc. C'est que le tueur faisait confiance à Fubuki pour Rewind. C'est qu'il était au courant qu'il se ferait pas électrocuter. C'est ça la différence. Ça, c'est un truc à la Phoenix Wright. Le truc, c'est pas ce qui s'est passé. C'est qu'il savait que ça allait pas se passer. Vous voyez ce que je veux dire?
oh, come on! Why now?
I won't let you maggots ruin the peace of Kanai Ward. As the king of Amaterasu Corporation and the guardian of Kanai Ward, I will stop you here and now!
Perhaps this too is an obsession. Why does he insist on covering up the truth? Tell me, what will you do, Yuma? Are you going to stay willfully blind?
No, I'll fight! Whether it's subconscious or not, I won't look away from the truth. I'll find the truth no matter what. This is for the chief and everyone at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Ouais, je suis pas sûr que ce soit pour eux, du coup, parce que je pense que la révélation finale va te faire mal au cul, Yuma, mais ouais. On va screen ça, juste pour te foutre dans la gueule à la fin.
Good luck! You'll never find it. You'll scurry around this labyrinth forever, like blind mice. You'll rot away in it, looking for an answer that will never come!
Aptitude de Fubuki. Ah oui, du coup, en fait, là, j'avoue que c'est mon erreur, j'ai présumé que, bah oui, de toute façon, c'est pas fait électrocuter, donc c'est bon, mais en fait, la vraie réflexion, c'est que comment le tueur peut avoir confiance qu'il serait pas électrocuté, quoi. Aptitude de Fubuki. Non, mais...
Playing with your shit deductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery. How did the culprit get past the security?
Bâtard.
The critical lab security system was always live. There was no way to reach the doctor. The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit. That security system? No living human can breach it.
Mais j'ai pas pu taper à cause du truc rose. Allez, bâtard.
But... That's right.
Rien marqué de bizarre. Comment ça? Moi, ça reste Fubuki.
Playing with your shit deductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery. How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security system was always live. There was no way to reach the doctor. The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit. That security system? No living human can breach it!
I'll slash through this mystery!
Oh, il est tombé cette fois, c'est la dernière fois qu'on l'affronte. Allez, parce qu'à partir de maintenant, ça va être les détectives qu'on va affronter.
A human could get past the panel chamber by using Fubuki's forte. In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high voltage shocks kept destroying Amapel. But we reversed time every time that happened.
Correct. So whenever it was struck by the current, you went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit, a human, was riding on top of Amapel. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you failed.
But...
Which means you killed the culprit over and over again.
Mais enfin, ça va. Ça fait électrocuter 2-3 fois. Ça va.
Livia...
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence. But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way.
Ah mais on est d'accord que mourir une fois déjà c'est pas terrible. Mais là il en fait un drame, genre il est mort encore et encore et encore. Genre non mais ça va. En fait il fait ça comme si on l'avait tué des millions de fois. Non, il est mort que 3 fois. On va dire mourir 3 fois c'est ok. Pour après se faire buter avec un coup de couteau, certes, mais voilà. Il est mort que 3 fois. Ce qui reste plus que la moyenne des gens, certes. Mais quand même.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma. This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do? It's time to decide your past and your future.
Why, Livia?
Enfin un procureur. Détective Master. C'est quoi? Règle de la forme astrale. Propriété du gaz toxique. Plaie dans le dos. Témoin du local électrique. Menace de mort.
How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber?
Il est faux.
To avoid the gas. The culprit would surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity.
Mais si c'était vrai, il aurait pas besoin de monter sur le robot. Ça n'empêche que, factuellement, ce qu'il dit est faux, là. Donc on va faire ça. Non, c'est pas ça, c'est bon. Ok, ça me rassure quelque part. Mais factuellement, voilà. Personne lié à cette affaire n'a ce genre de capacité de toute façon. Même un gaz ne l'aurait pas protégé, il n'y a qu'un moyen de donner une chambre au gaz toxique. Si c'est le cas, aucun doute que le coupable est exposé au gaz. Les toxines mettent environ 30 minutes à se répandre. Passé ces délais, la mort est inéluctable. Fuck! Yaku est mort une demi-heure après. Il s'est suicidé pour tuer le docteur. J'aimerais bien voir le dossier de l'affaire pour vérifier un truc aussi, mais... on n'a pas vu de couteau planté dans Yaku. Après, même ça, ouais. De toute façon, il a des... il a des... zut. Il y a des complices, mais...
How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber?
Il l'a pas fait.
To avoid the gas. The culprit would surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for. You'll die before reaching Weska. No one can pass.
This is the truth.
J'ai complètement oublié qu'il tuait une demi-heure le gaz.
Toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas. And there's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapel taking you to the next room.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This... I can't believe it. But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas...
Then they...
The culprit...
C'était donc bien un suicide depuis le début. On avait raison.
The culprit... This...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth.
Ah, ici, Yaku.
Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes? Isn't this what you wanted?
What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Fifia are both right. Subconsciously.
Du coup, il y a que Yaku, le tueur.
To know the truth.
Et pourquoi il aurait menti en disant que le tueur à gage se barrait? Et qui est-ce qu'on a croisé?
Up until now, the mystery labyrinth was withholding.
Mais c'est innocent de tous mes collègues.
Led to the culprit. And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is? It's the hitman, right?
Mais je n'ai aucune trace de son couteau ou quoi que ce soit. Hein. Ça se trouve, il s'est vomi dessus ou il s'est chié dessus. Hein. J'ai rien qui prouve qu'il s'est fait poignarder. Même Fubuki, de toute façon, elle a essayé de rewind le temps à chaque fois et pourtant il est mort à chaque fois.
The truth is worthless.
Ça rappelle la fin de Danganronpa 2, ça.
This isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even. Now, rot away and die right here. No one will get in my way. Kanai Lord, Amaterasu. They both belong to me.
Il va un autre couteau, mais c'est pas une preuve. Ça veut pas dire qu'il s'est fait poignarder. On n'a pas vu de traces de blessure. On a juste vu du sang. Remarque si, il avait un couteau dans le bide, je crois. Il y avait un trace de couteau là. Mais bon.
If the culprit carried out the crime that you deduced,
Après, il a pu se le faire tout seul, hein.
then they should be dead from the toxic gas. But no one at the scene has died from poison. If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
You're right that no one in that lab died from that toxic gas. But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning.
Ah, il s'est suicidé.
They planned to distort the facts of their death.
Et pourquoi?
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth? Your world will fall apart. The world that you believed in.
Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace. It's not even worth debating.
J'appuie et je jure.
You can do to refute it? Just give up and die.
Tu as dénaturé sa mort, quoi? En lui disant à mamie.
This, I'll expose the truth!
Tu un gage.
The culprit misrepresented their death by using the hitman. The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas. So they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Recours au tueur à gage.
Use the hitman?
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor.
Et pour l'assassiner lui-même.
They were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Moi, je pense que j'ai pu se suicider.
Hitman's target was the culprit, not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the hitman?
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Nah, we'll leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
So it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the hitman did it?
Stop. Stop, 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 stop! You useless garbage! To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city! There is no real culprit! Dr. Wesker was killed by the hitman!
Huh? What's going on? Who's the real culprit?
The real culprit. The real culprit is...
The time has finally come. It's time for you to acknowledge what you've known all along.
Ça, on a dit depuis le début que c'était Yaku qui avait tué le docteur, mais...
If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world. Knowing this, will you still expose the truth?
Après, pourquoi maintenant?
Then,
Après, il y a le mail comme quoi il voulait se barrer, quoi.
your conviction.
The clues pointing to the identity of the hitman's target. I know. I've known all along.
Now, expose the truth. Do it. If you want to burn the world down.
Quel indice a permis d'identifier le vrai coupable? Ça pourrait être Vivia en fait, hein. Ça pourrait complètement être Vivia. Mais bon. Ça, comment dire, impliquerait que ça serait Vivia. Ça serait Yaku. Ça serait Yomi. Ce serait le docteur lui-même. Et ça serait le tueur à gages. En fait, ça, si on part du principe qu'on est idiot et qu'on sait pas qui est sur la photo, ça ne peut pas nous aider. Donc ça doit être ça. Donc ça doit être Vivia. Non.
No, this isn't the right solution key.
Master?
This was placed as though someone was trying to conceal it. It should lead me...
Oui, donc c'est bien la photo. Ok. C'est bien la photo. Mais en fait, c'est le fait qu'elle était cachée qui est important. C'est même pas marqué qu'elle était cachée, hein, mais... C'est bien ça.
The bloodstained photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case. The blood obscured the person's face, but I know who it is. It could only be one person.
C'est Yaku.
It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's target. And who is it?
It's...
No! Stop! Don't you dare say another word! No one wants the truth!
Pourquoi Yomi est à ce point en colère?
I don't understand, but... Good luck, Master! I'm always by your side, haunting you!
Il n'y a aucune tenue qui match, hein. Non mais c'est forcément Yaku. Du coup, il n'y avait pas de complice parmi les détectives. Juste, ils connaissaient nos capacités.
Chief. Yoko.
Il s'appelle Wako en anglais, j'ai cru comprendre. je viens de capter.
Why is Fuzzhead here?
C'est-à-dire que dans tous les cas, Yaku va mourir. De toute façon, il se fait empoisonner, poignarder, donc il était déjà dead en fait. Et je pense que c'est... En fait, ça fait aussi partie des trucs qui me font me dire que... Je savais plus ou moins déjà que c'était Yaku, parce que ça rend moins grave. Tu vois, si Yuma il devait tuer ses potes détectives, ça serait terrible. Alors que là, il le tue pas vraiment Yaku, parce qu'il est déjà mort, donc c'est acceptable, tu vois. Salut, Akrom Ray 51FR.
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the hitman in the lab. In other words, the chief was the hitman's target. But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the houseplant.
Ce qui est débile. Pourquoi il l'a pris avec lui s'il voulait la cacher, il voulait pas qu'on la trouve?
He hid it knowing it'd be an important clue.
Ou alors c'est le tueur à gages qui l'a tué parce qu'il aime pas qu'on usurpe son identité, mais... bizarre.
And that's because the person in the photo is Chief Yako himself. It was given to the hitman so he'd know his target, and the chief tried to conceal it.
C'est le tueur à gages qui devrait avoir la photo. Ou alors il lui a rendu après.
Which means the blood covering the face on the photo was likely done on purpose.
Hold on, Master! Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit? Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder? He's knocking on death's door just for this?
Il a pas frôlé la mort, il est mort en fait.
I don't want to believe it either, but there's no other way.
Don't forget this stuff!
Combat contre Vivia, pourquoi Yaku a-t-il envoyé la menace de mort pour qu'on croie que le docteur était en danger? Quoi? Le vampire anémique va te balancer des questions les unes après les autres. Appuie sur le bon bouton quand tu penses avoir la bonne réponse. Si t'évites tous les assauts, tu subiras des dégâts. Oui. Bizarre le tuto à ce moment-là, mais ok.
The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed, and the labyrinth cannot function much longer. Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway.
Ah mais du coup d'ailleurs lui s'il a gardé ses souvenirs c'est vraiment juste parce qu'il a le pouvoir de projection là.
It's something I must do. While the chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat?
Je sais pas, c'est écrit en japonais. Dr. USK doit payer ses péchés de sa vie. Ma lame sera son expiation.
Why would the chief send it? If he was the killer.
Pour attirer les gens?
Answer me, Yuma.
Pourquoi Yaku a-t-il envoyé la menace de mort? On voit que le docteur est en danger. Quoi? Mais elle me sauve de bouton.
That's not the reason.
Attends, pardon. Moi j'avais le Y de Xbox dans la tête.
Why would the chief send it? If he was the killer. Answer me, Yuma.
Très dramatique ce bruitage pour un vieux cutter.
By sending that note, everyone would believe the doctor's life was in danger, which was necessary for this sequence of events to take place. All the master detectives headed to the secret lab because of that note. Chief Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities and murder the doctor.
Huh? Their abilities?
But the death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The peacekeepers received it too. What was the point of that?
Pour brouiller les pistes.
Why put them on high alert?
Les pacificateurs ont-ils reçu la menace de mort? Pour brouiller les pistes. J'ai pas le temps de lire. Parce que des UICO, mais ça va trop vite. Jamais t'as le temps de lire avant de valider.
The note was sent to the Peacekeepers because they were also part of the plan. When the Peacekeepers received the note, they dispatched a lot of their personnel to the scene. The master detectives were able to take advantage of the commotion to enter the facility. They did it by disguising themselves as peacekeepers.
It would be convenient to have a lot of peacekeepers around if you want to get into the lab disguised as one.
Ça, on l'avait dit Day One. Hein. Quand je dis Day One, c'est littéralement hier, le premier jour de l'enquête.
This is why the peacekeepers also received the death threat.
Hey, you still want to do this? It's not too late to give up.
I am well aware of the danger. I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time. But this is something I must do. I can't leave the chief like this.
Vivia.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised themselves as peacekeepers and entered the... You were already at the lab, and that's where you met up with the chief, right?
Yes, but we decided to split up after the blackout occurred.
Donc c'est bien à ce moment-là qu'il est rentré dans le conduit d'aération.
Wait! That blackout should have caused a commotion. If we leave now, the peacekeepers will see us. I knew it. This place is crawling with them.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two hurry to that doctor.
Ils ont toujours pas expliqué comment il a pu poignarder dans le dos le docteur, parce que certes il est sourd, mais il attendait que quelqu'un rentre, donc il aurait regardé la porte, mais bon.
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
J'y viens. Quoi? J'ai pas lu ce qui est écrit. Il est marqué quoi? Dis l'USK?
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Ah, Dr. Wesker, oui, ok. J'ai lu dit l'USK. J'ai pas vu le H est pris pour un L et le R pour un I. Du coup, on peut esquiver?
No, that's not it.
Quoi? Mais j'appuie sur rien?
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
J'ai appuyé sur rien encore une fois, mais bon. Man.
That's not it.
Non mais c'est son complice, c'est Vivia. C'est ça qu'il est au courant depuis le début. Mais oui, il pouvait pas te cacher dans le sas et désactiver le... Il pouvait pas désactiver le courant en plus. En fait je le sais, c'est juste que le jeu il te laisse tellement pas de temps et c'est tellement rapide que... Tu réagis plus à l'instinct qu'autre chose quoi. Les coups furieux. Un complice.
No, that's not it.
J'ai pas lu. Je crois que c'est marqué l'abatteur machin, c'était le tueur gage. J'ai pas le temps de lire en fait. Je suis désolé, c'est nul à chier. C'est écrit avec une police de merde, la caméra bouge dans tous les sens. La police est nulle, la caméra bouge dans tous les sens, et t'as une fraction de seconde pour réfléchir, c'est vraiment nul. Je dois être un gros naze, hein, ça se peut, hein. Mais en vrai, en termes d'accessibilité, c'est pas terrible. Hein. Les coups furieux. Film artiste, ok.
The chief was with me in the security room at the time of the blackout.
Ah, je suis pas le seul à galérer, ça me rassure.
Possible for him to have caused it.
Ça me rassure. Parce que en termes de séquence, c'est pas fair du tout.
So the only person it could be is the hitman. It must have been part of the job. He instructed the hitman to cause a blackout at a specific time.
But why?
It made us think the doctor was in danger, so we'd go check on him. We used Amapal and Fortes to get through the tight security system. Chief Yako had it all planned out from the start. He used us to break through the security so he could kill the doctor.
So, Master using Amapal and the Sheltered Skank's time rewinding ability at the panel chamber? That was all part of Fuzzhead's plan?
The only way to get past security was to use both Amapal and that Forte. The chief knew we'd figure that out.
I think it's more like he trusted us. He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
I'm counting on you both. See you later.
Trust? How could this be a trust thing? He was clearly taking advantage of you all. He gathered the master detectives using a fake death threat, then used their fortes to commit murder. What a scumbag! He used you all to get away with murder! Out of all the criminals I've ever met, he's the worst coward of them all! Master, grab that coward and...
Enough! Why did it have to come to this? Chief Yako saved me. He took me in. I had lost everything, even my memories. Sure, he may have been a little pushy at times, but still, I really admired him. So, why? Why did you do it? Is this about the woman in the picture? Chief, please tell me! Or
There's no point in asking. That's just a mystery phantom. It's not the real Fuzzhead. Master, watch out!
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right? Which means he should hold the same thoughts. The photo behind the houseplant. I don't know what the chief was hiding, but that photo must have been dropped by the hitman after he was done with it. The chief picked it up and used his own blood to obscure the face. He knew the truth would be exposed if that photo was found, so he hid it behind the potted plant.
La question, ça reste... pourquoi cacher la vérité? Il a accompli ce qu'il voulait. Il est mort. Enfin, il sait qu'il va mourir. Pourquoi vouloir le cacher?
He left his blood on it, almost like he wrote a dying message. But in truth, it was actually a secret he wanted to keep hidden.
Master, I think you know this, but to exit the mystery labyrinth, you will have to eliminate the culprit.
eliminate the chief?
Are you really going to do this?
Oui, c'est le meurtre le plus facile de tous en vérité, parce que il est déjà mort en fait. Il est déjà triple mort. Donc en vrai, c'est limite abréger ses souffrances.
After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die. But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door. Will you still bury him in the name of truth?
The chief took me in when I had no memories, or anyone to turn to.
Oui, tu l'as déjà dit. Puis à partir du moment où, pour illustrer ce que vous avez vécu ensemble, tu repasses exactement les mêmes images, c'est que vous avez peut-être pas vécu tant de choses ensemble. Enfin, je dis ça, je dis rien, mais...
I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now, I have to end his life?
You know, I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
I had a hunch. Because of my spectral projection, I knew the chief had been planning something for quite some time. But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me, and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
Il était prêt à me buter. Moi qui n'avais rien fait. Non, ça n'a pas de sens.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away.
Ah non, parce qu'il espérait que j'arrête. Il espérait que ces menaces suffisent. Ouais. Change rien, il est dead. En fait, je comprends pas. À partir du moment où le Yaku il était sûr de crever, pourquoi il essaie de protéger tout ça et de rien dire? Pourquoi Vivia essaie de le protéger sachant que bah, c'est un tueur quand même? Quoi qu'il arrive. Enfin, je comprends pas la morale des personnages là.
Exposing the truth won't save anyone. Neither the chief nor you.
Ah si, déjà ça va nous aider à sortir des pacificateurs. Peut-être.
Master, you've already come this far. You've got to finish this. What'll happen to the other master detectives if you die here? Didn't you say you wanted to expose the truth and save everyone?
Vivia, you told me that the time would come when I'd have to prove my conviction.
Oui.
The conviction to accept the truth, no matter how cruel it may be. Now is that time, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you intend to continue. If you're prepared for it.
Hey! You better not get in Master's way again!
Yuma, do you remember when the chief's soul called out to us?
Non, justement, et c'est bien embêtant parce que j'étais très intéressé par ce qu'il disait et je me souviens plus du tout.
Huh?
Yeah, the
Il a dit
truth
d'arrêter de nous
is
battre, quoi.
cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too.
Oui, bah alors pourquoi t'as voulu cacher la vérité du coup?
In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
Mhm.
I always averted my eyes from the truth. For my own sake. My own peace and quiet. But I could never say with confidence that I was proud of myself. In the end, I was just running away from everything.
C'est long là. Hein.
That's why
Désolé, hein, mais...
I entrust this to you, Yuma.
And trust what?
You signed a pact with the Death God in your desire for the truth. I want to see your conviction. As long as you don't stray from exposing all truth, I believe you'll be able to face it, cruel as it may be. I want to see it through to the end, It's why I followed you here. In that sense, we're accomplices. If you must bring down the chief, then I will lend a hand. I won't avert my eyes any longer. I, too, want to live with my head held high. Because I, too, am a detective.
Vivia.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I understand, Chief Yako. Thank you for everything you've done for me!
Step right up, step right up. Où se trouve le labo secret? J'ai quoi comme preuve? Le couteau, l'interphone et Amami. Oui, il a vraiment attaqué de dos. Alors que le docteur était censé attendre, quoi. Mais bon, ok, admettons. Pacificateur, Amaterasu Corporation. Pareil, des contaminations. Pouvoir de Fubuki Fink. Let's go. J'ai pas eu, c'est quoi ZR? À droite. Ah, c'est pour faire bouger le curseur plus vite, peut-être. Step right up, step right up.
Step right up, step right up! Peacekeepers, a CEO, a research doctor, a hitman, and master detectives! 2 dead bodies, but lots of shady characters! Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
The victim in this case is one Dr. Weska. This incident features a sinister and meticulously detailed plot centered on the doctor.
The old geezer was holed up inside a lab at Amaterasu HQ. He was a total hermit in the critical lab, with a totally overkill security system.
À peine exagéré.
The culprit made thorough preparations beforehand to break through that system.
Boom killing a shut-in is hard work. The humane thing to do is to reintroduce him to society first.
Yeah, with that out of the way. Posing as a hitman, the culprit sent a death threat to the peacekeepers, the detective agency, and the research lab. At the same time, they contracted a real hitman and had him infiltrate the research.
Très discret cette cape.
They spilled the beans about Gramps being in danger to lure both the peacekeepers and the detectives to the lab.
You see, the master detective's presence at the scene was an indispensable part of the plan. It was how the culprit gained access to the research facility, after all. The hitman infiltrated the lab exactly as planned. And we arrived with Mikoto at the same time.
Stuff went down, blah blah blah, and Master got locked up by that Yomi guy.
I was rescued by Desukiko and the culprit, who were disguised as peacekeepers. With the real peacekeepers rushing around, the culprit took advantage of the turmoil to sneak into the lab. But after catching up with them, the power suddenly went out, separating the culprit from the rest of the group.
The blackout itself was caused by the hitman, right? And getting separated was all part of the culprit's plan.
Right. They used the blackout as an opportunity to hide in the vents in the airlock chamber. Afterwards, we headed to the critical lab to check on the doctor's condition, just like the culprit directed us. But since that lab used a separate power supply, nothing strange had happened.
His whole "the doctor's in danger" spiel was an act, huh? He made a fool of you, Master. What a dick!
Then, someone attacked the doctor while we were trying to talk with him over the intercom. We had to get into the doctor's lab.
Ah, c'est un sacré timing quand même. Hein.
Geezer was playing games with us. And he even tried to kill you and the others with a trap! That bastard wanted to use your dead bodies! He really got you there, Master!
I don't see why you're so happy about it. The doctor's sham made the case even more confusing. Even if we tried to get to the doctor, the critical lab was guarded by tight security. The only way through was by using an Amapal. The culprit rode on it by emerging from their hiding place in the airlock vent.
Les détectives sont pas complices du tout.
Onto the robot's head.
Ils avaient pas connaissance que Yaku allait tuer. Moi, ce que je me demande, c'est ce qui va arriver à Finn, à Fink. Moi, ce que je me demande, c'est ce qui va arriver à Fink, mais la vérité, c'est que Fink... En fait, il fait pas partie du labyrinthe de mystère. Il n'y a jamais eu de mystère sur le fait que Fink était là, etc., etc. Ah, cette image.
The culprit had anticipated we would get through this way. They also knew they would die over and over as a result. The camera feed was affected when the culprit jumped on. I should have realized what was happening.
Mais c'est vrai qu'en vrai, il garde ses souvenirs, non? Non, il garde pas les souvenirs quand il revient dans le temps. Donc c'est vrai qu'il allait mourir, mais il n'aurait aucun souvenir, aucune séquelle, donc il s'en fout en vrai. Il y a un petit côté... pour ceux qui connaissent Heaven Sent. J'en dirai pas plus.
No use crying over spilled blood. On to the next thing. Where were we? Oh yeah! To open the door to the doctor's lab, Amapal had to reach out its arm and hit a switch. And then the door opened wide enough for a person to squeeze through. The killer snuck inside.
Et c'est clairement un bras de deck. Hein.
New commands while its arm is extended, so the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
Then the culprit boom killed the old geezer using the same knife as the hitman. Gramps was pretty much deaf, so a backstab was easy peasy.
Then, the murderer tried to leave the room before Amapal entered. knocked the robot over on the way out.
They then went back into the airlock chamber vent to wait for you and the others to go by.
We entered the critical lab and found the doctor's body. The culprit used that time to get out of the vent and head for the hallway.
That was when they were found by the hitman. And stabbed.
They'd already been in contact with a toxic gas, so death was inevitable. However, dying by gas would expose them as the doctor's killer. So they hired the hitman to kill them, thereby concealing any involvement.
La coupure.
I guess that means the killer completely trusted in the Master Detective's capabilities. They knew those powers would get them close to the Doctor. But why were they willing to die to hide the crime?
I can't say for certain. Was it his pride as a detective? Did he simply not want his friends to know? Whatever it may be, I'm prepared to face the truth. The culprit who murdered Dr. Weska, and even included his own death in the plot. Yako Furio! It was you! I will expose the truth! But why?
En fait, c'était une excellente affaire, mais la vérité vraie, ce qui fait que l'affaire a été excellente, c'est uniquement le fait que je vais oublier que le poison se répandait en 30 minutes. Enfin, qui tuait en 30 minutes. Si cet élément-là, je l'avais pas zappé entre le jour 1 et le jour 2, j'aurais su dès le début ce qui s'était passé. Et juste, j'aurais trouvé le procès un peu, oui, bon, c'est bon, on a compris, oui, c'est lent et tout. Comme quoi, ça tient pas à grand-chose, parfois. Hein. Comme quoi, ça tient pas à grand-chose. Mais ça restait une bonne affaire. Hein. Juste, voilà, si je m'étais souvenu de ce détail-là... Enfin, pour moi, dans ma tête, du coup, le poison était faux. En vrai, non, il était vrai, mais juste, j'avais zappé ce détail, quoi.
Chief Yako, why? Why didn't you ever talk to us about this? Why did it have to end this way? Why didn't you tell us? Is this really what you wanted? Can you even hear me?
It doesn't matter who it is. Exterminating the real culprit's soul and destroying the mystery labyrinth. That's why I'm here.
C'est le principe de donner tellement d'informations que tu en oublies certaines. En fait, j'ai oublié de la seule info qui était importante. Et d'habitude, ça m'arrive pas. Comme d'hab, on n'entend rien à Shinigami, mais t'inquiète. Mon. Elle l'a pas explosé. Mon. Du coup, la Zero Mobile, bah si, il voulait venger visiblement sa copine, sa sœur, je ne sais pas.
Master's naivete must be rubbing off on me. I mean, not even I hated Fuzzhead. That's weird. This mystery labyrinth is falling apart slower than usual. I wonder why.
We shouldn't let our guards down yet. Do you really think we're done here?
Huh?
Do you have all of the fragments of truth that you sought? If so, we could just leave, right?
Ouais, il reste plein de mystères, mais... En tout cas, moi, j'ai aucune clé qui me permet de les avoir, si?
No, we haven't uncovered everything yet. No, there are still some mysteries remaining.
Ah, la tête de Yuma.
Huh? What's remaining?
On dirait qu'on lui a volé son 4 heures, là.
I read the culprit's soul already. I know it's slow, but this place is starting to come down.
Maybe it's not directly related to this case. I don't want to leave any questions unanswered, for Chief Yaku's sake. Please, help me, Shinigami.
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you, Master. You know I can't resist helping you when you rely on me. First, we need to reveal whatever mysteries are left. That should open up a new path. Lay it all out, Master!
Mobile. J'imagine. Ou vengeance. Oula. Un mystère est sentier, celui du docteur USK. Quoi? En 5 lettres?
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Quoi? Un mystère reste entier, celui du docteur Wesker. L'arme? Non. Celui de... L'issue? Pas de S.
That's not it. That's not it.
Pas l'arme.
Go, go, go!
Hein? Celui de... les... Alors là...
That's not it. Go, go, go! That's not it.
L'emploi? Ah mais il faut qu'on... Ah mais toutes les lettres avaient disparu en bas. Il n'y a plus rien. Calme-toi Yuba, calme-toi. On recommence tout le labyrinthe. J'ai beau de force celui-là. Bon, ça me rassure encore. Mais attends... C'est EM, hein. Celui de l'an... L'email? Ah, Ah, c'est vrai qu'on peut maintenir R, merci. Votre l'email. On peut accélérer même ça, trop bien.
Try to solve it, lickety scoop that up! Go, go, go! That's right! That's right! That up!
Ah, s'ils écrivent email en un mot, il n'y a pas de tiret. Je comprends pas pourquoi on te propose de recommencer tout le labyrinthe. Bah si tu veux faire un perfect pour le score. Les mailles de ses dents, ça doit être ça.
Oh, it's a secret dungeon! The labyrinth.
Ça faisait très bruit de Dragon Quest pour le coup.
Because the identity of the culprit isn't the only mystery. But it's still definitely coming down, so you better hurry, Master!
Du coup, oui, à qui est-ce qu'il est changé qu'il le menaçait comme ça?
Got it.
C'est Makoto?
I'll follow you to the end until you reach the truth.
Thank you.
Quand il y en a plus, il y en a encore! Donjon caché.
Do you regret this, Yuma?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Plaisir de fou toutes les refs à Dragon Quest. Ah, ce serait cool d'avoir des refs à d'autres jeux aussi quand même.
If you keep that in mind while knowing who the true culprit is, doesn't it seem like he wanted you to find the truth? Even though he was the culprit himself.
Je veux pas savoir votre avis sur les labyrinthes, les personnages et compagnie, parce que si vous avez déjà fini le jeu, ça spoil sur le reste. Oui, ah, ce passage est le meilleur, c'est-à-dire que les autres passages sont moins moyens, donc c'est du spoil par omission, quoi.
The doctor knew about the secret dealings and was planning to flee from Kanai Ward by himself, after all. Could it be that Anonymous took advantage of Chief Yako by instigating him to commit murder?
Yes. It's unlikely the Chief just happened to kill Dr. Wesker right as he was planning to flee.
If that's true, Anonymous isn't just involved in the case. They could be the mastermind, the Grey Eminence.
Gray's my 13th favorite color!
Why are you telling me that now?
C'est Yumi?
The case is already solved. All these crimes were committed by Yako on his own. Now, get out of here.
What was that voice?
Someone's trying to stop us from solving this mystery.
Ça peut être l'autre scientifique en vrai. Hein. En vrai, ça peut être n'importe qui, mais... Ça peut être l'autre scientifique, ça peut être Makoto, ça peut être Yumi.
Now we know. The mastermind is somewhere within this labyrinth.
Get out. 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 Get out.
Il a dit quoi?
What's with this guy? Creepy!
We can't let this stop us. There's one more truth still hidden here.
Je crois que qu'on sorte. Doit être ça. Il cherche la gare. Il cherche un cadeau pour sa copine qui se fait rouler dessus par une bagnole, ça.
We have to find it. We need to know why the chief committed this crime.
Right. We'll figure this out.
On coupe pas la musique, hein. Si on mettait la musique un peu dramatique, là, ça casse le mood. Ah, il coupe la musique, évidemment. Dit paraît. C'est terminé que je virais. Tu hors ma vue. Ouais, est terminé que je dois retirer. Tous ces arguments égoïstes. C'est du flanc, utilise tes pouvoirs de déduction et repousse la contradiction. Dis pareil.
Doesn't hold up. No, it still isn't solved yet. I will discover who the mastermind is. I will solve every mystery. I will not turn away from the truth.
Le dossier manquant. C'est le premier. Oui, ça c'est sûr. Mais Yumi, c'est le seul qui peut accéder au dossier. Et fine. Merde, c'est pas ce que je voulais. Je pensais qu'il... En fait, quand tu disais qu'il y a rien, je pensais qu'il y avait pas du fait qu'il y a aucune preuve et du coup je vais dire bah il y a le dossier qui a disparu.
Speaking of which...
J'ai un truc dans le couloir, pourquoi la... La photo?
Everything is plotted by Yako alone. We think the slaughter artist. There's the murder weapon.
Ah, baisse-toi.
The doctor. Yako acted alone. So what about this anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako
Ouais, oui, hein, y a rien qui connecte les deux. Hein.
to Anonymous.
Say,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Peut-être la photo, j'imagine, mais c'est trop bizarre.
Goes the culprit.
Ça répond pas exactement à ce qu'il dit, quoi. Voire même pas du tout, en vrai.
We think the slaughter artist. There's the murder weapon. We even killed the doctor. Yako acted alone.
On sait que c'est faux parce que c'est la fille.
So what about this Anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako to Anonymous.
Non, c'est pas ça non plus. Hein.
Speak.
Ah oui, non, mais c'est vrai que c'est la carte qui était planquée. La photo était sur lui. C'est le plan qui était planqué. Mais bon, je vois pas en quoi ça connecte Yako et le reste.
Yako's the culprit. Everything was planned by Yako alone. He hired Fink the slaughter artist.
Ah mais en fait, quand est-ce qu'il a eu le plan? Quelqu'un lui a filé le plan. Quelqu'un lui a filé le plan pour qu'il prépare son truc. Ok, compris. Moi je pensais qu'on essaie déjà le labo parce que sa meuf elle y travaillait, mais non, c'est un labo secret. Ça m'étonnerait qu'il ait eu l'occasion d'y aller dedans. Ça. Quelqu'un lui a fourni le plan.
Chief Yako tried to hide this floor plan along with that photo of himself. It was strange for him to have this in the first place. This is the link between Anonymous and the Chief.
Kill you.
Avec cet angle-là, on voit bien que c'est Yomi, hein, les cheveux.
Justice. Kill you.
Ça, il a de la conversation.
Anonymous doesn't exist. Yako wanted everything. Who cares about some map? It doesn't prove a damn thing. It has nothing to do with the doctor's murder. Yes. Anyone can find it.
Anyone could find it, il a dit. Si je m'étais fié à la version française, j'aurais jamais trouvé. Hein. Ah, on voit le chapeau maintenant.
But that room was locked. No one could enter it. It was only the director of the Peacekeepers had access. So, the only person who could have gotten that floor plan was Peacekeeper Director Yomi.
The anonymous person who gave Chief Yako the floor plan and pushed him to commit murder was you, the director of the Peacekeepers, Yomi Hellsmile.
J'ai un mauvais pressentiment. J'ai l'impression que si on tue Yomi comme on attend de nous, ça va peut-être un peu trop faire les affaires de Makoto.
You were the mastermind. You were pulling the strings from behind the scenes. You instigated the chief to commit murder!
I never thought someone as empty as me could feel so much emotion. This is the first time in my life I felt this angry.
How did you do it? What did you do to drive the chief to murder? Answer me!
I'm not telling you anything, idiot.
Ça veut aussi dire que moi, si on doit le tuer là pour sortir du labyrinthe, bah au moins on n'aura pas d'emmerde avec les pacificateurs, on pourra s'en aller pour une fois.
So what if you figured it out? Who cares? It's too late now, you pathetic ingrates. Everyone died just as I planned. Now no one can stand in my way. No one can lay a hand on me.
Moi peut-être?
You should be grateful. I'm cleaning up this city.
Ou il est pas du tout jugé comme responsable par le labyrinthe?
What did you say?
Master, I hate to admit it, but Yomi's right. Can't do anything to him here.
Oh. Why not?
He manipulated Fuzzhead from behind the scenes, but he wasn't the one who murdered the doctor.
Oui, enfin, la pièce de théâtre, désolé, hein, mais y a qu'une personne qui a vraiment versé le poison.
This mystery labyrinth is for the murder of Dr. Huesca. You can't punish Yomi.
Then what can we do? He has to pay for what he did!
We can't do anything! That's why I'm freaking out too!
So, exposing the truth would be pointless? Then why have we been seeking it all this time?
The truth is meaningless. I'm in charge in Kanai Ward. I have to laugh. Who could have guessed things would go so well? Yako Furio was a pain in the ass. The only reason I kept him alive is for this moment. He didn't even realize I was manipulating him into killing the doctor for me. How stupid can you be?
C'est vrai que c'est drôle. Après, ça revient à le problème de la culpabilité dont on avait parlé l'autre fois, hein, avec le roi, la princesse, le prince et le taureau. Hein. Où est-ce que tu arrêtes la culpabilité? Où est-ce que ça s'arrête Où est-ce que tu arrêtes Comment dire? Ouais, la responsabilité, en fait, où est-ce qu'elle commence, où est-ce qu'elle s'arrête, et bon, visiblement, elle s'est arrêtée là, quoi.
You'll pay for this!
Master, time's up. The mystery labyrinth is about to be destroyed.
C'est vrai que c'est un peu comparable au clouteur, mais... Après, le clouteur, il... Ouais, s'il décidait de tuer, mais bon, là, Yaku, il a décidé aussi de tuer. Donc, ouais, non, oui. Ça se tient.
If only we had found out what he was up to sooner, we might have been able to stop him. Still, I should be able to bring this memory back into the real world. I'll remember this confession.
En vrai, ça change rien. Hein. Yaku, il l'a fait en pleine connaissance de cause. Hein.
I'm not sure if it'll help, but I'll interrogate him once we return to the real world.
Ouais, ce que je veux dire, c'est que c'est pas... Si vous l'aviez su avant, ça aurait rien changé, en fait.
It doesn't matter. I'll cover it all up. You're all nothing but scum beneath my feet. I'm untouchable. And now I'm gonna dispose of you like the trash you are. Damn it!
Terrible cette histoire quand même.
Hey, hurry up! Execute these scumbags immediately! Criminals have no rights!
You will pay for this!
Par contre, ça explique encore pourquoi ils s'en foutaient de la vérité, Yomi.
Are you seriously going to defy me? Well, I don't care. You're all going to die now.
This is real bad, Master! He's serious!
Wait, Director Yomi Hellsmile. We know all about your secret dealings with Dr. Huesca.
What? Did you say something?
Oh, c'est la fan d'Allumiana en fait.
Maybe I'll kill the loudest one of you first. If you have something to say, go ahead. I can't hear you. Come on, who wants to be the first to die?
Moi. Pas Vivia, il voulait mourir. Hein.
Forget it. I guess I'll just kill both of you at the same time.
Ah oui. D'accord.
This guy isn't listening to a thing we say. If he was the real culprit, I'd both kill him.
Et y a Lara qui va débarquer encore.
Exactly how he wants. Solving the case didn't help anything.
Goodbye. Hope you enjoy the worst nightmare of your life as you die.
The only one who will be having nightmares is you.
Encore Makoto. Oh, rompiche un peu.
You! I thought you went back to the surface! What are you doing here?
Qu'est-ce qui l'empêche de nous tuer, enfin de tuer Makoto là en vrai?
There's something I want you to see.
Tue Makoto là, il fait passer ça pour un meurtre de la part des autres et voilà. Hein.
This.
C'est le dossier qu'il a volé. Le respect japonais de la hiérarchie. Ah merde, c'est le patron, je peux quand même pas le tuer, merde. Ah non, pour qu'il y ait un labyrinthe des mystères, il faut des mystères, Minostor, ça marche pas sinon.
How did you get that?
C'est un long chargement pour montrer juste ça. Hein.
Most of the secret deals you've been making over the years are listed here. Looks like someone's been cooking the books. You conspired with Dr. Weska and leaked Amaterasu's technology to other national enterprises.
Il a qu'à fermer les yeux.
And with the money you obtained, you bribed the right people to control this city.
Lies! You made that all up! Hey! I don't care if he is the CEO. Arrest this masked freak! We can't let this outsider barge in here and take control of this city! Capture him, execute him, chop his head off, crush his skull!
C'est tout? Le même petit ombrelle aussi dessus?
Why are you just standing there? If you're scared, then
Ah,
I'll...
c'est le respect des hiérarchies. Hein.
Whoever kills him gets 100 million yen!
Oh! Je vais le buter moi-même, hein, comme ça je peux rembourser à Lara.
Won't you obey me? He's using false information to tear the Peacekeepers apart! You want that? You'll all be out of a job! Kane Ward is better off without people like him! This city's fallen into ruin ever since he showed up! Now follow my orders! This city doesn't belong to him. It belongs to me! The Great Yumi!
I'm sorry, Director
Convaincant.
Yomi. This city doesn't
voilà.
belong to anyone.
Elle va très bien en fait.
You... Martina, you're alive?
Makoto stopped the execution order you issued. I am here today thanks to him.
Martina is right. Kanai Ward belongs to everyone who lives here.
Oh, rompiche, Makoto va devenir Hokage du village du feu et fait pas chier.
It doesn't belong to you.
Shinigami?
Probably best to stay quiet and watch for now.
Si on bouge pas, ils nous entendront pas, ils nous regarderont pas, ils verront pas qu'on est là.
You're on that freak's side now. I won't stand for this.
Oh, le méga pacificateur à droite là.
I won't allow such insubordination!
Director Yomi, there's something I'd like to say to you.
Fuck you.
You have the right to remain silent.
Ah.
You have the right to consult with a lawyer.
What? Oh, les choses changent.
What?
Your reign is over, Yomi Hellsmile. Now, everyone, arrest the offending suspect. Please, do not be too rough. Even criminals have rights.
Damn it. Damn you! Mark my words, you masked bastard! Yomi Hellsmile will be back!
Je tiens à dire qu'encore une fois, le labyrinthe des mystères n'a servi à rien parce que Makoto serait débarqué, enfin aurait débarqué, il aurait révélé tous les plans, tout ce qui s'est passé, et on aurait trouvé le coupable de la même manière. Ça s'est encore joué à genre 2 minutes, si Shinigami avait pas arrêté le temps, c'était bon.
And when I am, I'll kill you! I'll rip you to pieces for taking everything from me!
C'est un peu le syndrome l'arche perdue de Indiana Jones. Hein. Enfin, si vous savez pas, hein, si dans Indiana Jones et l'arche perdue, vous retirez Indiana Jones du film, bah juste les nazis trouvent l'arche perdue comme quand il y a Indiana Jones. Ils l'ouvrent, ils meurent. Fin, c'est tout pareil, hein.
You're all dead. I'll kill every last one of you!
As we discussed before, upon receiving his punishment, I hereby resign from my role in the peacekeeping.
Mais non, tu deviendras la patronne, et puis voilà.
You don't have to.
I must. This is my way of taking responsibility as his accomplice. Well, Chief Executive Makoto, I hope you will see to the rest.
Ils sont morts, ils viennent d'exploser là. Avec du sang partout.
Sorry for causing so much trouble. That should settle things for now.
What's going on?
While the peacekeepers had their hands full with the lab incident, I snuck into Yomi's room and looked around.
D'accord.
And there, I found this file.
Oui, la musique est chelou par rapport à la situation. On a quand même Yaku qui est en train de crever derrière, mais...
It's all thanks to you.
Don't tell me. You meant to bring us here to be a decoy from the start?
It was all just a series of coincidences.
Looks like I wasn't able to die once again. Wow. At least things worked out.
That was really dangerous.
Bah merci Makoto, salut hein.
Poor master.
Makoto showing up really saved us.
Yuma,
Oh d'accord. Allez, qu'est-ce que t'as à dire?
I'm sorry about what happened to Chief Yako. With Yomi gone, there's a change in the winds of Kanai Ward. Even through the endless downpour, I will rebuild this city from the ground up.
C'est-à-dire que tu vas la raser, tuer tout le monde?
Because I love this city more than anyone else.
I see.
By the way, how did your investigation at the secret lab go? Did you find what you were looking for?
Nope.
You know, the so-called immortal monster, the homunculus.
No, I didn't find anything.
Maybe homunculi are just rumors. But let me know if you'd still like help in your search. If it's within my power, I'll permit you detectives to search anywhere in Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
Dans le quartier de Kanai? Mais Kanai c'est la ville.
Well, I need to get going. You should return to your friends. I'm sure they're worried about you.
Plus, you need to tell everyone what happened to Fuzzhead.
Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you, my friend. To express my gratitude.
Une bombe?
A gift?
Kanai Ward will be reborn, thanks to you.
Un badge? Je vais passer gold? Je serai plus bronze?
I haven't done anything.
No, that's not true. Please accept the gift. We're friends, aren't we?
Ouais.
Oh, but don't open it yet. It's a bit of a surprise.
Oh putain, c'est une bombe, c'est sûr, c'est une bombe. La dernière fois qu'on m'a donné un petit cube noir comme ça, c'était une bombe. Hein.
Sure. Okay.
See you later.
Je suis tellement déprimé, Yuma. Ça sert à rien, il est dead.
He's back!
Are you alright? We saw a bunch of peacekeepers heading that way.
Well, how did the investigation go?
The case is closed.
Closed? Really?
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Now the Chief can rest without any regrets.
Rest? Wait. Do you mean the Chief? Wait, you're joking, right?
He passed away quite a while ago.
Ouais, mais c'était bien de se tenir les mains au chaud, donc je comprends pourquoi elle a continué alors.
I was hoping he would live until Yuma and the others returned, but there was nothing we could do.
A while ago? Then that means he was dead before the Mystery Labyrinth.
Du coup, on a fauché quoi? Ouais, c'est vraiment pour dire que c'est pas Yuma qui l'a tué, quoi.
No, it can't be. Chief Yako, please, tell me you're only sleeping.
I'm just sleeping.
I will turn back time now.
Il est en direct sur Twitch.
Open your eyes.
Stop it. There's no need to keep pestering the chief.
But...
I wish I could do something too. But he's dead. As a detective, you should understand that.
J'avoue que j'ai douté de tous mes collègues quand même dans cette affaire, hein. Je suis en mode mais peut-être que machin et tout. Mais bon, ça aurait été stylé en vrai. Hein.
Don't sob like a baby.
Can't back to life. Can't come back to life. Comme quoi j'aurais dû le mettre le son. Le son on le mettra vraiment du coup en hommage à Yaku. Qui ne reviendra jamais lui de la mort. Sauf si Shinigami s'amuse à rentrer dans son corps en mode « Hey, salut les copains, des bisous !»
Was he already dead? Or was it due to the mystery labyrinth? We'll never know.
I think I'll head home now. My business here is done.
So cold-hearted, as usual.
Mais bien sûr.
He's like an emotionless robot.
Mais bien sûr.
Vivia, we should head back too. With the chief, of course.
Pensant Kurumi qui vit sa meilleure vie. Tu te souviens du labyrinthe, Vivia? Oui. Il y a toujours ce vendeur de nouilles mystérieux aussi. Hein.
Master, how long are you gonna let this get you down? I know you're shocked that Buzzhead was the culprit. But you and I solved it together, so shouldn't we be celebrating?
Solved it? Yes, we did learn the truth. But it didn't resolve anything. What's the point of solving something?
La pub pour le robot derrière.
It doesn't save anyone. In the end, we still don't know why the chief did it. How could you even consider it solved?
I understand why you're upset. Alright, I'll leave you alone for now.
Ah, quand on parle du loup.
Yuma? I thought you'd be here.
Oh, je me jette du bullying. Je veux pas lui parler.
Kurumi,
I just promised I'd give him some alone time!
are you sure you should be walking around alone at this hour?
Vachement inquiétant de dire ça, Yuma, à une fille.
I heard about Chief Yako. Hey, Yuma. Did we make a mistake? If we didn't try to find that secret lab, maybe Chief Yako would still be alive.
I don't know if what we did was right or wrong. But either way, I think it would have ended like this eventually.
I'm glad to see that you've returned safely.
Thank you.
To tell the truth, while you were at the lab, I looked into Chief Yako's past a bit.
Huh?
I was just curious. Do you remember that talk on the submarine?
To me, this town is my life. My bitter past, my fun memories, they're all right here. I just wanted to protect the happiness I found within arm's reach. But it wasn't easy. It was too much for me to handle on my own. And as a result, I lost everything. I was an empty shell until you all came along.
Et ça, je m'en souvenais, oui.
In short, the chief lost his wife 4 years ago. She was a researcher at Amaterasu's lab.
The chief's wife? Was an Amaterasu researcher?
On top of that, His wife's death was declared an accident, but there seems to be more to the story. At the time, the lab's head researcher was suspected of leaking technological information. It was the chief's wife that blew the whistle. If what she said was true, he would have been removed.
Qui a sifflé, vraiment? On est d'accord que ça ne se dit pas. Un whistleblower, ouais, elle a cafeté à la rigueur, mais siffler. On dit pas siffler, c'est pas un serpent.
But on the day before the commission came to investigate, an experiment went wrong and exploded, killing her.
It's obvious that someone was trying to silence her.
Yeah. Chief Yako probably suspected that too. He was conducting his own investigation. In the end, I don't know what conclusion he reached.
So that's who the chief wanted to protect most. It's what he meant when he said he lost everything.
And the person his wife accused was...
Laisse-moi deviner. Ezio Auditore?
Wesker.
Dr. Wesker, mais qui l'aurait cru?
Dr. Wesker.
Do you know who that is?
No, it doesn't ring a bell. It's getting late. Let's head back to the detective agency.
Donc on lui dit pas.
The chief's final words.
Eh oh, t'es censé te battre pour la vérité, mec.
I think they were actually meant for himself.
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain.
Mais évidemment que ses paroles étaient pour lui-même. Enfin, c'était évident depuis le début, non?
So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
But I think he was wrong. Because everyone is mourning you, Chief. Chief, I've made up my mind. No matter how cruel it may be, I will expose the truth hidden in this city.
Hey, did you come up with this dish yourself? I've never had anything so tasty.
Toujours là, lui?
Thank you. Cooking is all I'm really good at, after all.
Are you hungry? Can I make you something at the agency?
Well, I guess I haven't eaten in a while.
What? This splatty is gonna mix something dangerous into your food. I suggest you stay far away. All right. What should I make? I need to... I'll go on ahead and make something in the kitchen.
She seems rather considerate. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
I wish you'd be more considerate to me.
Tu peux pas manger, Shinigami.
Yuma, does light shine into your world now that you've obtained the truth?
I don't know. It's like you said. I feel as though the world's ended. I tried so hard to find the truth. Should I not have done that?
You should ask yourself that tomorrow. The you of tomorrow will have an answer for the you of today.
As usual, I'm not quite sure what you mean, Vivia.
On est trop potes maintenant.
What's that?
Une facture.
Hidden in the drawer of the chief's desk. It seems like a letter from Anonymous.
Anonymous? You mean Yomi?
Of course, he didn't know Anonymous was Yomi. This letter mentioned the truth behind his wife's death 4 years ago.
Mais ça se trouve, c'est un mensonge, hein. Peut-être qu'elle est vraiment morte dans un accident, hein. Yomi s'est juste servi de ça pour manipuler Yaku. Hein.
The truth?
It describes how Dr. Weska conspired to murder her. The facts were laid out, cold and calculated. I wonder, how did the chief feel when he read it?
Ce sera quand même très bizarre que les pacificateurs soient capables de faire une enquête. Donc bon. À d'autres, hein, mais pas à moi. Hein.
It's not hard to imagine him burning with a desire for revenge against Dr. Weska. By the way, this letter arrived right after I was dispatched to Kanai Ward. In other words, the motive and means were both in the chief's hands.
So the letter was the trigger.
In my ghost form, I've seen the chief staring at this letter in secret many times. Back then, I didn't know what he was reading, but I know the chief was thinking about it constantly. Perhaps the map of the lab was sent together with this letter.
If so, then it was a total setup.
I'm sure the chief deeply regretted using her fortes as part of his crime. Or maybe that's just the truth I seek.
On sait toujours pas pourquoi il a voulu cacher tout ça aux autres.
Maybe it's nothing more than wishful thinking.
Alors qu'il parle tout le temps de faut la vérité, c'est important.
You might be right. I think the chief wavered back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people think Vivia is cold-hearted, but I think he cared deeply for the chief. He really did admire him.
Well, I think he's terrible at showing it. He needs to work on his facial expressions at the very least.
By the way, Yuma.
Je suis pas d'accord. C'est pas parce que les gens sont pas expressifs qu'ils n'ont pas d'émotion, et ils ont tout à fait le droit d'être non expressifs, hein, on va pas leur reprocher.
Yomi definitely was the mastermind who worked in the shadows to put this together. But that aside, there's one more person I'm curious about.
Dis donc, c'est pas Makoto?
I know. Do you think it was a coincidence he brought me to the lab today?
Oui, évidemment.
Or... Oh, the phone.
It's a call from the WDO. We should go back inside.
Number one again? Il va me nommer nouveau chef?
I know about Yako Furio. Who could have suspected that a proud detective of the WDO would commit murder?
Qui aurait pu prévoir? Non, vraiment, cette phrase, elle est interdite maintenant. C'est dans ma tête, elle est... impossible.
He doesn't know anything.
If only the World Detective Organization had sent support to Kanai Ward sooner.
Mais enfin, je rappelle qu'ils ont envoyé 200 détectives et il y en a que 5 qui ont survécu, donc bon.
Stop it. There's no point in saying that now.
I can hear you. Enough idle talk. Focus. The only thing a detective must do is solve cases. Concentrate on solving mysteries. Emotions will only shackle you as a detective. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
C'est vrai qu'il avait déjà dit ça. Enfin, à la râle, elle l'avait répété souvent.
I know you're suffering from the loss of your chief, but the investigation must continue. Until Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is revealed, the great global mystery will never be solved. These are heavy responsibilities. It demands your complete attention.
Mais est-ce que c'est vraiment nécessaire maintenant que Yomi a disparu? Non pas que je fasse spécialement confiance à Makoto, mais...
In that case, please tell us. What is the great global mystery? Many master detectives have already been killed. Keeping us in the dark could lead to more deaths. Like what happened to our chief.
Very well. The great global mystery is...
Qui a volé l'orange? Qui a pété dans le loft? Voilà, la rêve de qui a pété dans le loft, c'est vraiment un vieux truc, hein, je suis désolé. Hein. Ah, si vous êtes né en 2000, vous savez pas. Hein. Non, bah je sais pas, vas-y.
A mass kidnapping case.
Hein? Alors quoi, c'est un grand mystère, on devrait être au courant, non?
Huh? Kidnapping?
Yes, countless people from around the world have been kidnapped and taken to Kanai Ward. We are searching for the heinous criminal responsible.
Là, du coup, c'est Makoto, mais pourquoi?
Heinous criminal? Lots of people have been taken to...
But where could they gather that many people in this city?
Well, I have an idea.
La zone interdite.
Huh? Seriously?
Alara seems to know something.
Moi, ça me saoule. Je m'en vais. Je peux m'en aller. Et Kurumi, elle fait à manger, là? Elle est pas là. Elle nous a menti. Ah, si, elle est là. Vu. Elle écoute ou pas? Non, elle fait juste à manger. Hein. Sens du détail de l'avoir mise, quand même si elle est pas sur la map.
The restricted area. They could gather all the kidnapped people there.
You're right. That would be the perfect place to hide them.
I was planning on discussing it later, but there is some new information about that place. It appears that the restricted area does in fact have a corpse disposal facility.
Et kidnapping et élimination de cadavres, c'est pas la même chose.
However, there are lots of rumors about the restricted area. For example, they even say it's a corpse disposal facility where bodies from Kanai Ward are dumped off. What? That rumor was true?
In Kanai Ward, corpses rot easily due to the humidity from the rain. So the corpses are then loaded onto trucks and transported to the restricted area for disposal. But that process is managed by a department with a handful of people working directly for Amaterasu's CEO.
Tiens, tiens, tiens.
On top of that, they are only involved in transportation. They aren't aware of what happens afterwards.
Bah, il les mange.
How the bodies are buried and who buries them is a mystery.
Ah. Ils en font des homuncules.
All of this secrecy around the burials. It's suspiciously cautious.
The CEO is that Makoto guy, right? Does he have something to do with the corpse burials?
But how is the global kidnapping case related to a corpse disposal facility?
I know! They are forcing the kidnapped people to bury the bodies!
Ce serait la manière la plus sympathique de voir la chose, oui.
I doubt it. Why bother kidnapping just for that?
Anyway, there's definitely something happening in the city. Something sinister.
We just don't know what it is.
While we're at it, perhaps I should share the information I've obtained as well.
Oui, bah oui, tant qu'à faire.
Huh? You got something too?
That anemic vampire knows something. I sure wish we'd gotten the whole story right away.
I don't know if it has anything to do with what's going on here, but while I was using spectral projection to search for the secret lab, I kept hearing about a strange rumor in town. There's a taboo among Kanai Ward's residents, something they must never discuss in front of outsiders.
Comment ils savent qu'il y a des étrangers? Puis il n'y en a pas beaucoup de toute façon des étrangers.
Taboo?
La ville elle est fermée normalement.
He's probably the only one who could have learned that. I doubt anyone would mention it in front of detectives.
So what was it about?
The Blank Week Mystery.
The Blank Week Mystery?
C'est One Piece.
Unfortunately, all I know is its name, and that it's taboo to mention it in Kanai Ward.
Huh? That's it? I don't get it.
Well, it does sound ominous.
C'est le siècle oublié.
Maybe it has something to do with the mass kidnapping and the restricted area.
But all we have to go on is the term.
The Blank Week mystery is taboo in Kanai Ward. I wonder if Kurumi has heard about it. I should ask her after this meeting with number 1.
She's an informant who may be hiding information. If that's true, we'll have to torture the info out of her.
The Great Global Mystery in the Restricted Area, the Blank Week Mystery, and a heinous criminal pursued by the WDO.
Ça, c'est un truc à la professeure Layton. En fait, tous les habitants de cette ville sont des robots comme les Amami. Rien n'est vrai, rien n'existe, personne n'est mort.
After coming this far, we're still discovering more mysteries. How are they all connected? What is going on in Kanai Ward?
Listen closely, detectives. If this case is ignored, more people will fall victim. You are the only ones who can stop it. The World Detective Organization never overlooks a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed.
Oh, la synchro labiale est terrible.
As always, we are aiming for a perfect solution. Now that I'm involved in this case, I will guide us to that end. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all
What? What's going on?
What was that flash?
Bah dis donc.
Number 1, I heard an explosion. What's that? Another branch. A news flash. All right, give me the video feed.
We bring you breaking news. The WDO headquarters has been struck by a terrorist bombing. Here's live footage from the scene. You can see the fierce fire consuming it. For those of you just tuning in.
Terror attack?
The WDO. What's going on?
What is this? What is happening?
C'est dommage que le texte y merdait et que les sous-titres ont spoilé, mais bon.
What?
Mais quel bâtard! Voilà, la bombe était ailleurs en fait.
Must rewind.
No, it's gas. Everyone, hold your breath.
I wanna die someday.
Hey, Master! Master!
L'initié imparfait, j'ai toujours pas la ref. Hein. C'est moi l'initié imparfait? Le score est pas terrible. On a beaucoup garé. Alors je pense que l'endurance C, c'est parce qu'il a considéré que quand j'ai raté le tonneau, bah j'ai game over, donc je suis tombé à 0. Ce qui est pas très gentil. On va vraiment attendre une semaine sur un plot twist, bien sûr. Enfin, un plot twist, oui. Plutôt sur un cliffhanger, quoi. Mais oui, hein, on reprendra que samedi pour le chapitre 5. Qui, j'imagine, devrait être le dernier chapitre, hein, si c'est comme les Danganronpa et compagnie, et vu les enjeux là. Mais oui, tout à fait. Va falloir attendre une semaine. C'était mieux que le chapitre précédent. En même temps, le chapitre précédent, c'était, je pense, le pire chapitre. Tout Danganronpa et Ace Attorney confondus. Donc, pas très difficile. Mais oui, le chapitre était cool. Même si je reste sur l'idée que il m'a tenu en haleine que sur le fait que j'avais oublié que le gaz l'y tuait en 30 minutes. Voilà. Mais oui, il était cool. Il était cool. Non mais voilà, c'était une bonne session. C'était une bonne session. J'ai beaucoup aimé ce coup-ci. Si seulement tout le jeu avait été de cette trempe-là. Mais c'était vraiment chouette. Mais bon. C'était bien. Par contre, je sais pas si c'est pertinent pour le stream, mais il y a une note sur le site officiel pour le chapitre 5. Oui, non, j'avais vu, justement, en fait, c'est à partir du chapitre 4 où ils veulent pas qu'on stream. Mais, en fait, tant que tu dis qu'il y a spoiler, c'est pour ça que j'ai mis spoiler dans mon titre, on peut le faire. Mais bon. Non, mais c'était vraiment cool. C'était vraiment cool. J'espère que ça vous a plu. On rappelle que si vous êtes là à regarder ça, c'est que vous êtes sur YouTube. Hein. Il y avait personne en live, hein. Tout le monde était ailleurs. Mais voilà. Non, en vrai, merci beaucoup à ceux qui étaient là, qui ont suivi et tout.